Hi, nice to meet some of you guys. A lot of you guys are unfamiliar faces, haven't seen you before. So, here's our little formal meeting. So, my testimony. I like to name things. It's my big thing. So this is what I named mine: belonging. So, whenever I was younger, I went to church. I think we all did. We all went with our parents. We sat in the very back row, and I did not care to listen. I'm like 5. I don't see a reason to. I want to be home asleep. It's too early. So what I did, I slept in the back pew, snoring very loudly, all the way up until I was about 10 years old. And suddenly I stopped going to church because of it. Apparently snoring in church is not the best thing to do. So, I didn't have a home. I didn't have a church home. Let me rephrase that. Saying I don't have a home makes me sound like I'm homeless. So, every Sunday, my grandma would be up bright and early making her cup of coffee. My mom would make sure I'm up. And they'd be, hey, we're going to church. You coming with?
No.
That's what happened. I sat there, slept all Sunday until they got home about 11:30. And then my life took a turn for the worse. My grades started slipping. I was always tired, always anxious. It's like I had a hole. I couldn't fit. Nothing I could find would fit. Music, that didn't work. Let's see what else I had. Legos, no. There's nothing I could do that was filling that hole. And at the same time, I just swapped schools. I went from simple hometown Kirbyville to Lumberton. That's a very big change, in case you're wondering. I didn't know where I belonged. I was lost in this enormous school with people I didn't know who were my friends. A little background knowledge on me, in case you can't tell I'm a nerd. But I'm also a jock. I'm book smart, not very common smart, but that's okay. And I didn't know where I belonged in school. Even more so when it came to church. I hadn't found a home there. So where was I going to go? And what was I going to do to fill that hole? That's when someone invited me. I was invited to this church around Thanksgiving for a church dinner. And I didn't know what to expect. The main thing that got me here was I was offered dumplings. And sadly, there were no dumplings. I was very disappointed. But from no dumplings, I've gained family. And I found my sense of belonging. I went from having this hole in my heart, this constant sadness and anguish, to having people I know, no matter where they go, what colleges they might go off to, or however far apart in the world we might be, I can call them, say, hey, I need to talk for a second. Are you free? Yeah, I'm free. What's up? And I can go ramble on about some nerdy interest, or maybe something that's laying a little heavy on my heart. And, I guess for my testimony, what I want you to look at is, are you lost? Have you found your belonging yet? And if not, it's fine. You will eventually, when God gives you that home for you to belong in. That's it. Thanks, guys.